Okay, guys, let me try this again. Um, I've got to subtract these fractions, or I have a subtraction problem, and but I've got to get a common denominator first. So the very first thing I have to do is I have to factor the denominator so I see what I have down there. This first denominator, y squared minus 25, anybody see what I can do to factor that thing, CB? It is the difference of two squares. So it's going to be what? Y minus 5, y plus 5. Beautiful. Okay, minus, and then I've just got y minus 5 on the other side. Okay, now to get the least common denominator, and I'm going to write this in a different color. So to make the first denominator, I need y minus 5 times y plus 5. Okay, to make the second denominator, I need y minus 5, but I've already got that. So the common denominator is y minus 5 times y plus 5. Okay, good. So let's go on down here. I know that this is y. Okay. Now I'm going to rewrite with the common denominator, which is y minus 5 times y plus 5 on both sides. Oh, there we go, y plus 5. Good. Hugh, what did I multiply the first denominator by? Or did I change the first denominator at all? No. I didn't, so I don't change the numerator either. Okay. Kyle, did I change the second denominator? Yes. Okay, what did I multiply it by? I multiplied by y plus 5, right? Okay, so it needs to be y times y plus 5. All right, good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and simplify in the numerators before I put them together. I'm going to have 2y over y minus 5 times y plus 5 minus y squared plus 5y over y minus 5 times y plus 5. Okay, so far so good. Now I'm going to put them together because they have a common denominator, so I'm going to write it as one fraction. So it's going to be 2y. Is it just minus y squared? Is that what it is? No. It's minus this quantity, y squared plus 5y. It's minus the whole numerator. Please make sure that you do not put the minus with just one of the terms for the other numerator. It's subtracting the entire numerator. It's subtracting that entire quantity. It's minus that stuff. So I need to make sure that I don't just give this the minus sign, that it gets distributed to both. Okay, so I get y minus 5 times y plus 5. That's the common denominator. All right, now let's simplify. I'm going to get 2y minus y squared minus 5y all over y minus 5 times y plus 5. I guess I'll go ahead and put that parentheses here. Okay. You know what? I think we do need to put it in order, don't we, Kyle? Good point. So let's do that. How about negative y squared minus 5? Oh, wait. Uh-oh. I can put those two things together. So before I do anything, let's see, I'm going to have minus y squared. What, minus 3y? Is that right? Yeah. All over y minus 5 times y plus 5. Nice. Could I take out the negative? Could I take out the negative and then stick it out front? I could do that. Would I accept this answer? Absolutely. That'd be just fine. But I also could do negative y squared plus 3y all over y minus 5 times y plus 5. And then I could take this negative and I could put it out front if I wanted to. I wouldn't put it in the bottom, but I don't have to. Okay, now I've got some questions here. Devin. Do I need to multiply it back out in the denominator? Do I need to do that, Troy? What have we been doing on all of these examples? Have we been multiplying the factors back together? I can keep it there so it's easier to see, right? And the reason I like this is that if I had been able to I could take out a y. I'm sorry. So we could take out a y. Let me back that up. Okay. All right. Negative y times y plus 3 all over y minus 5 times y plus 5. Okay. Now, I'd like to see, is there anything that I can cancel? That's why I like to leave them as factors. Do you see any factors up there that are exactly alike, Kyle? No, me either. There's nothing to factor.